we talking, and we exchanged phone numbers. And so after talking for a while, I asked him, because I was going through his Facebook page, I said, hey, are you married? He said, now these are the words he used. He said, we're divorced and separated. So he used both the words divorced and separated. Hello and welcome to I've Got Something to Say, Tales of an Awkward Woman. Guys, I want to thank you so much for all the support and for even taking the time out to view this video. If you could do me a favor, like and subscribe to this channel so you don't miss not a bit of content that we're going to be putting out. Now guys, we're going to be talking about the time I became a side chick unknowingly, which is well, in the beginning it was unknowingly. So let me tell you what happened. We're going to call this one Homeboy. So Homeboy was someone I knew from high school. And so he was a friend, and that was it, you know, back then, way back when. He messaged me and he was, you know, a simple hey, small talk. We talked for a while. Yes, it was super late. I was up mainly because my sleep schedule was thrown off because I worked the overnight shift. So I didn't know, my body didn't know when to sleep. It was used to being up. So we talking and we exchanged phone numbers. And so after talking for a while, I asked him, because I was going through his Facebook page, I said, hey, are you married? He said, now these are the words he used. He said, we're divorced and separated. So he used both the words divorced and separated. And to me, that meant they're not together. But I should have been paying like closer attention, right? During this time, I was like, oh, okay, cool. One thing led to another. We became close and we were dating. And we became sexually active. Our conversations were very beautiful, you know, we'll check on each other, be there for each other. He was very attentive for the first 3 months. One day, my sister was like, she was looking for a job, and I remember him telling me he was hiring. He was like, yeah, just come up to the job. And so we get there and I'm looking for him, and I'm like, hey, you know, is Homeboy here? And someone was like, oh, he's outside talking to his wife. Excuse me, what did she say? His who? So everything in me was like, this is not what we doing. I'm out. So me and my sister, we stared at each other for a second and we left. I texted him like, so you still married? And he was like, no, it's not that. We are separated. We are going through a divorce, but we signing papers tomorrow. I said, y'all signing papers? All right, hit me up when y'all sign them papers. He hit me up, but still something in me just didn't sit right. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, is he still married or is he just playing? So we went from him being attentive to him only hitting me up whenever he felt horny. You know, I'm horny too, so let's do it. But then something in me was like, nah, something ain't right. He would text every once in a while. He went dead silent during holidays. So Thanksgiving, nothing. Christmas, nothing. A post on Facebook, somebody was like, it was nice seeing you and your wife. Somebody's like, it was nice seeing you and your wife at the party. I'm glad that y'all worked it out and y'all together. Huh? What? Your wife? Y'all worked it out? As soon as I saw that post, he texted me and I wouldn't answer. What happened after that? I broke it off with him. I sent him a message. First of all, I do not recommend breaking up with somebody while you're drunk, because I was completely drunk when I texted him, and I was just like, this ain't that. It's over. And so of course I went through the process of, you know, a breakup. It was tough. I went through it alone. I remember when I was completely over him. Done. Like, I woke up one day, new attitude. I was like, I'm gonna go take myself out. I took myself to brunch. I went to the movies. I enjoyed myself. I was like, this was a good day. I blocked him on everything except for Snapchat. I forgot to block him on Snapchat. I am on the train headed home. Why do I receive a message from this man talking about something, I miss you? And I was like, no. I was like, how's your wife? Because I'm pretty sure y'all not divorced. And he was like, look, let's not focus on that. Let's focus on us. He left me alone after several failed attempts. And I mean several. And it took strength to be like, no. No, sir. I'm worth so much more than that. Then you made me a side chick. So what did I learn? Go with your first mind. If something, they call it women's intuition or discernment. If you feel something is off with somebody, especially a guy that could be a potential boyfriend, boo, whatever you want to call them, don't move too fast. Because I've learned some guys can say all the right things and those things will cloud your judgment. Because you'll be sensing and picking up on one thing and he'll say something so smooth to counteract those senses and things that you're discerning, just so he can get what he wants. So stay strong out there, y'all. I also learned that every good and perfect gift that comes from God is tailor-made for me. He won't belong to nobody else. I also learned that I'm a lot stronger than I think. Sometimes strength is not always displayed as a physical thing, but mentally and emotionally. I could have very well given in when he came back after knowing I was over him. I mean, he was trying to lay it on thick, but mentally and emotionally, I couldn't put myself back in that. So I want to encourage you to, one, if you feel something is off with someone and it's not sitting well with you, take a step back, evaluate the situation. Don't continue to move forward if you don't feel comfortable. Or if you see something that is off, take a step back. Tell them, look, I need a little space. Give me a few days, I'll hit you up. Take some time. Evaluate that thing. Evaluate why you saw or felt why you felt. Know this. You're worthy of being with someone who loves only you and who desires to be with only you. I understand, sometimes we're not quite there emotionally and mentally, and that's okay. But just know that you're worthy of so much more than being someone's side chick or someone who only hits you up at like 2 a.m. That's all the time that I have with you guys today. Thank you again for tuning in. I love you, and I'll talk to you later.